What's up, Party Polkadot people? Today, Polkadot, Parachains, Parathreads, relay chains, and who is fighting for these slots? What's the big deal? Everybody wants one. If you want to be cool, you gotta get a parachain, right? So each of these parachains, let's consider each of these a different entity. These are parachain slots on the relay chain. So here is your parachain. Let's consider this maybe like a Chainlink or Kusama or something. They're gonna rent like a whole building, right? This is the whole building. So now Parathread over here is going to take the same slot on the relay chain. However, let's say you got that building. Now we're going to rent out each floor to a different company. And we're going to put them all together, but then they're all going to be represented through the same slot. That's the principle behind a Parathread versus a Parachain. And then the relay network is kind of what connects this all together, right? Okay, so Polkadot fighting Cardano neck and neck, 27.3 billion to 27.2 for... Who's going to come up against Ethereum? Polkadot price, $30, $27.3 billion market cap. We're looking at 5.3 in the last 24 hours and 908 of these bad boys on the streets. So, obtaining a parachain slot on Polkadot. And this is what people want. People want parachains, and they're fighting for them. And, you know, they're going to be bidding. And then basically that whole candlestick auction is for everyone to give free market competition for the value and value exploration of the product of parachains and parathreads. So Polkadot is a blockchain network that scales by spreading transactions across multiple parallel blockchain shards called parachains. Parachains are specialized shards of Polkadot that give projects and their community agency over their respective goals. 7 teams have been added to the Parachain Rococo testnet, not to be confused with the Kusama Canary net. Since last month, with several others in the Polkadot ecosystem moving quickly behind. Parachain slots are limited. They're very limited and they're highly desirable and will be auctioned off in an unpermissioned candlestick auction. So what an unpermissioned candlestick auction is, let's say that from this edge to this edge is the entire time of the auction frame. From this point to right here where these are, we're going to call that the initial stage of the auction where people make bids up to here. When we get to here, this is like an end of the round timed auction. So people still make bids and do what they got to do, and then it goes all the way to the end. And when it ends, something between here and here, a random time is chosen, and whatever that is, that's the winning bid. So it's trying to be as fair as possible. It gives everyone a chance to bid up to the closing bid time, and then from the closing bid time to the close of the bid, a random bid will be chosen. That way nobody can kind of swoop in at the end and outbid you with the last second. It makes it a lot, even, so that it's not some big guy coming or, Anyway, there is a bond and cost to get a parachain. And it's a lot, or, it's not really stated how much yet, but if you don't have enough, you can go through like a bond and loan process, and that's all written below, but we're not going to get into that today. Introducing Rococo. Rococo, we talked about, is the Polkadot Parachain testnet. Kusama is the Canary testnet for Polkadot, and Kusama is on, Coinbase, CoinMarketCap, everything else. It has a $1.7 billion market cap. It's KSM, and it's $380 million in the last 24 hours. All right, here's the fun stuff. There are 362 projects right now for Polkadot. So we're going to start with tokens. We have the Polka Starter token. We talk about this a lot. We really like Polka Starter. Polka Starter, their first launch was Exceed Me. It's a gaming platform. It had NFT, DeFi, and it was a place where gamers could monetize their playing. They could play for money against each other and stuff like that. And it's called the XED token. But anyway, Polka Starter is a permissionless DEX built for cross-chain token pools and auctions, enabling projects to raise capital on decentralized and interoperable environment based on Polkadot. And I think Acropolis was funded by, or started through Polka Starter. Anyway, Mathchain is a Polkadot smart wallet parachain. Sora is a decentralized autonomous economy anchor. Deploy a blockchain node in minutes. Kalupu is a self-updating, self-governed blockchain system using the proof of work as consensus. The Crust Network is a decentralized cloud blockchain technology on Polkadot. Phala Network, blockchain confidentially by trusted computing. Sealer Network, the most advanced layer 2 scaling platform. Litentry is a Web3 identity aggregation protocol that enables cross-chain credit computations. Polkadot, we've talked about. Kusama, we've talked about. Doc, verifiable credentials. Acropolis, unlocking the potential, is a domain-specific financial protocol dedicated to the needs of the informal bankless economy. It has been implemented on any blockchain with a Turing-complete virtual machine. With Acropolis, users are free to choose decentralized smart contract. Anyway, I was trying to see if it was part of the Polkas. Anyway, we have Darwinia, a decentralized heterogeneous cross-chain bridge protocol built by Substrate MXC, powering the world's largest device data network to making machine data accessible for everyone. Energy Web Foundation is an open-source scalable blockchain platform specifically designed for the energy sector's regulatory, operational, and market needs. Edgeware is a WASM-based smart contract platform. Robonomics is created to it's a cyber physical system CPS directly into human economy and client for the network called IRA. Ocean Protocol is a decentralized data exchange protocol to unlock data for AI. ChainX is a big one. ChainX is an inter-chain crypto asset financial blockchain with Web3 Polkadot ecology. And then Chainlink, of course, is an oracle. We have, these are your palettes. Unique Network, Substrate Validator, Cumulus, Substrate Account Set, Substrate Marketplace, Social, and Substrate Palette Template. Oracles. So there's Paralink is a multi-chain oracle platform for DeFi applications powered by Polkadot. Option Room is a user-governed oracle and forecast market protocol. Hazel, a new generation of verifiable oracle machine based on Polkadot. Ares Protocol is the first chain-verified oracle protocol. Zeitgeist is an evolving blockchain for prediction markets and futurarchy. ZK Oracle is a Polkadot-based privacy-preserving oracle network aimed to expanding the applications area of Web3 applications in real business environments. Clover is service to easily build on the blockchain. Kylan Network, we've talked about this in other videos, building a cross-chain platform powering the data economy of Polkadot. Polka Oracle is a flexible, self-evolving oracle network built on Polkadot. Noise Explorer, Rust code generator for formally verified noise, cryptographic handshakes, and of course Chainlink. Guafe NFT Marketplace. These are all NFTs. Users can not only issue their own NFTs, but also trade NFT transactions. Coda.nft will bring mobile-first RMRK.app implementation for Kusama and other substrates. RareLink, create a decentralized access control gate. chad.vc is the first deflationary meme token built on Polkadot. The Unique Network creates a Web3 economy for unique, scarce assets. Dago Finance, we are super bullish on. We've talked about many times. Dago Finance is a cross-chain finance platform powering synthetic assets and GameFi. GameFi is probably, DeFi and GameFi is going to be cool. Owning your own in-game assets, I think, is pretty gangster. All right, and then Darwinia, decentralized heterogeneous cross-chain bridge protocol built by Substrate. DAOs, SpiderDAO. Our vision is to bring unparalleled online privacy to end users. We're going to do a video about SpiderDAO later. SubDAO is a cross-chain platform built by SubDAO. OpenSquare Network is an application-oriented blockchain product based on Substrate. Joystream, the video platform DAO. MantraDAO is a community-governed DeFi platform focusing on staking, lending, and governance. Enquator provides a platform for local community cryptocurrencies featuring a universal basic income. GameDAO is crowd finance for video games, creative content, digital arts, gaming, esports, and then the social network is uniting human potential to create a better future. Bridges on Polkadot. Pontum Network is a bridge between crypto and Diem. AB Matrix, bridge between Polkadot and Filecoin, also working on Crust on storage-related modules. Ren is an open protocol that enables the permissionless private transfer of value between any blockchain. I'm sure you've heard of Ren lately. Snowfork, I think we'll hear about later. A trustless general-purpose Polkadot to Ethereum bridge. CDOT addresses key barriers of blockchain interoperation, trust minimal, economic sustainable, and standardization. Interlay is making decentralized finance interoperable. Bitfrost Finance is DeFi and staking service for proof-of-stake tokens that include staking and liquidity. P-Libra is a bridge between Polkadot and the Libra chain. Darwinia, decentralized, we talked about that. And then, of course, ChainX again. We have data. NDN Link builds data-centric next-generation technology. AB Matrix we talked about. BlueZell is the decentralized database for the Web3. IPSE is an application chain-based substrate which makes full use of hard disk mining. Zeta Chain is a substrate-based forkless proof-of-stake blockchain for communication and data storage. The Origin Trail is a 100% decentralized open-source knowledge graph solution allowing infinite scaling of data which can be shared both publicly and privately to be utilized for supply chain and digital twin identity solutions. We have the Crust Network. We talked about this decentralized cloud blockchain technology on Polkadot. Data Highway is an interchain data market for the Internet of Things and data storage blockchains. Phelan Network is blockchain confidentially by trusted computing. We have Data.P2B solutions for hosting file with the DAP protocol. Shift combines the transparent immutability and decentralization of blockchain and distributed hosting. GunClear, private secure data storage solutions using plasma cache in substrate. Litten Tree, we talked about Web3 identity aggregation. Doc, verifiable credentials. Kilt is the credentials for the Web 3.0. We've talked about both of these before. And a decentralized data exchange protocol to unlock data for AI is Ocean. We have privacy. Raise Network is a substrate-based cross-chain privacy protocol for Polkadot. Manta Network is a privacy-preserving, interoperable, decentralized exchange built on substrate. Advanca is privacy-preserving infrastructure for dApps. We talked about Phelan Network. Zeta Chain is we talked about that. Zero pool privacy transactions on Polkadot. GunClear. Decentralized identity modules is the Calum Network, or Calum Labs. P-Libra, we talked about the bridge. The implementation of privacy-preserving and account-based blockchain, that's Layer X Zero Chain. Decentralized finance, we have Polka Switch. Cross-chain liquidity built for traders powered by Polkadot. Tidal Finance issues assets across chains in custom balanced liquidity pools. Hydra DX, cross-chain liquidity pools built on substrate. Clover Finance, we talked about this in another video. Polkadot-based AI round DeFi service platform is committed to providing ease of use blockchain infrastructure and creating a one-stop comprehensive infrastructure platform. RAI Finance is a protocol designed to provide DeFi with a wider range of assets, a higher amount of liquidity, and a diverse set of financial use cases. Mangata Finance, cross-chain AM, automated market maker DEX with low fixed fee. Coinversation Protocol is a synthetic asset issuance protocol and decentralized contract trading exchange based on Polkadot contract chain. Polkadex is a decentralized peer-to-peer cryptocurrency exchange for DeFi ecosystem in Substrate. Definex Zenlink is a cross-chain DEX protocol. DeFi DAO is initiated by DDAO Labs, aims to build an open financial network. DeFi DAO enables customers equal access to a practical and simple DeFi market where everyone can enjoy safe, diversified financial services without borders. The Kylan Network, we've talked about this before, building a cross-chain platform, powering data economy. Reef Finance, another popular one. Reef, the cross-chain DeFi operating system. Keynesian's Network is financializes infrastructure assets for maximize efficiency of consensus and boosting on-chain application uses. Builds a financial channel to turn on-chain assets into flexible and tradable financial products. Sora, MantraDAO, governed DeFi. Rio Chain is another popular one, is built for DeFi with security, speed, scalability, accessibility, and interoperability needed to connect traditional finance to blockchains. Equilibrium, the first cross-chain money market that combines pooled lending with synthetic asset generation and trading. Polkaswap. Polkaswap is a non-custodial cross-chain AMM DEX designed uniquely for the Polkadot ecosystem and hosted by the Sora version 2 network. OAX Foundation, making DeFi easy with Substrate. Staffy is another popular one. Eliminating the risk of price fluctuations when staking. Bandai is decentralized and smart contract management stablecoin that holders can use to collateralize their flowable digital assets. Laminar, open finance platform powering synthetic assets and margin trading. Of course, we have Akala Network, is the financial hub of Polkadot by providing key financial primitives, including decentralized stablecoin, staking derivatives, and DEX. Akala Network powers cross-blockchain open DeFi applications on the Polkadot and beyond. That's going to be another big one. Acropolis, unlocking the potential for informal economy with DeFi, Catal, standard framework for finance, and Bitfrost Finance. is a DeFi and staking services for the proof of stake tokens that include staking and liquidity. So smart contracts, there's a Clover, Finance, Subscript, Frontier, Kalupu. You can read all these. Moonbeam is a big one. Decentralized and permissionless, Moonbeam provides an Ethereum-compatible smart contract platform that makes it easy to build natively interoperable applications. You're going to hear a lot more about Moonbeam. Moonbeam, I can almost guarantee you Moonbeam is going to end up with one of those parachains. Not that I know, and none of this is financial advice, but Akala Network. So let's see, Plasm is a substrate runtime module library. It allows developers to add Plasma functions to their substrate chain. And of course, Edgeware is the Wasm-based smart contract platform. So here's the exchanges. We have Polka Bridge, decentralized bridge between Polkadot platform and other blockchains. Polka Switch, cross-chain liquidity built for traders. And then we have the Polkadex, decentralized peer-to-peer cryptocurrency exchange on the DeFi ecosystem substrate. Polka Starter is a permissional index built cross-chain. Yeah, we talked about that one anyway. And Polka Swap, non-custodial cross-chain AMM DEX. Scaling solutions, we have Sealer Network, the most advanced layer 2 scaling platform, and Plasm. Internet of Things, the Node IoT, MXC, Robonomics. Gaming, Saito Network, Dago Finance, big fan of Dago. DM Script is a blockchain gaming company dedicated to backing and releasing video game related projects. Creator, mobile game framework for Substrate. Yaya is decentralized complex gaming. Game DAO, crowd finance for video games, creative content, digital arts, gaming, and esports, and of course Darwinia. And then they have a whole page full of grant, which I'm not going to go through all of these, but there's quite a few. Let's see, Kilt we talked about. Yeah, anyway. So, I mean, that's a lot, right? So here's our Parachain rollout. We had the Web3 Foundation, POA, MPOS, governance and removing pseudo, enabling balance transfer, current phase Parachain rollout. So this is what this is the hype. With Parachains live on Polkadot, the network's launch will officially be complete. How the network evolves from this initial vision and design will be up to the network on-chain governance community. Who gets a Parachain? Everybody wants a Parachain. This is where we are. Parachain, who's got the Parachain? And we talked about how like this would be your Parachains, a bunch of different little ones that are all going through, and then one slot, and then these are Parathreads, excuse me. And then going through the Parachain slot, these would be your Parachains that interact. You can see right now, you have a parachain right here going to whatever this entity would be through the validators, and then from there it's going to another blockchain. This one's just staying with the collators. This one is going from the parachain slot on the relay or the relay chain up, and then here would be, like we talked about, renting out floors on a building would be your parathreads, and then one of those parathreads happens to go to another blockchain. And you can see how the interconnection and interoperability would work and the value that's in this. This is basically like not one ring to rule them all, but one to let everybody work together. It's like the ultimate mediator, I guess. So a parathread and a parachain, they have the same functions, the same full security, instant connectivity. The only thing that's different is they have a smaller partial volume and you pay as you go, where a parachain would have the full throughput of whatever parachain slot that would be. You can see the different pools, Alice, 20 Bob. They break it down into different increments so you can see how this would work. So here's why they're important. So the first 10 to 30 permanent chains are going to be your bridge hubs, nested relays, system level, and pure functionality permanent parachains deployed through governance and with no native tokens. Leased slots. These are your parachains, the yellow. So you can see it's just a small increment. And it's going to be between 40 and 90 leased slots is what it's saying right here. Privately operated parachains leased via an auction deposit through auction. So we've talked about the candlestick auction and how that will work. So, and then the Parathread pool. Parathread pool is a subset of parathreads are dynamically selected for an operation slot in each block in an auction. And there's up to 50 parathreads executing per block. So now, one thing that's to note is if you do get a parathread, but let's say that later on it's a 2-year lease broken up into 4 6-month increments. Once your lease is over, you don't renew your lease or you don't win the next auction or however that works, then you get bumped down to Parathread status, if that makes sense. And then you have to pay as you go until you can get back in to a leased slot. Okay. I think that covers pretty much Parachain. So who do you think is going to win one of these Parachain slots? And do you think maybe not Parathread, but the Parachain, who do you think is going to get a Parachain? Comment below. Let me know what you think on a Parachain. And then Parathread, who do you think is going to end up in the Parathreads? Kusama. So to get a Parachain, you have to stake, or you have to put dot towards the Parachain to get it. And the same thing with Kusama. To get on like a Parachain on the Kusama network, you would stake Kusama. And then, so there's 2 levels of this. You can have this is more like the wild, wild west of Polkadot, the test network. Let's see how this works, maybe not. And then this is, more like the Polkadot network will be more conservative. The more established players will make it to Polkadot. The ones trying to break out will try on Kusama first, so always watch Kusama and the projects that are associated with Kusama when it gets to that point. And right now we're just really wanting to know, and we're looking around, and it's going to be one of these people will get and if I had to guess, I would say probably Chainlink would be a good and there's so many. Polka Starter will probably get a Parachain eventually. Sealer will probably get, I don't know. Litten Tree would probably be a good candidate. Darwinia would be a good candidate. ChainX is definitely a good candidate. Energy Web Foundation is a good candidate. Bridges, I think Snowfork would be eventually a really good candidate. And I don't hear anybody talking about Snowfork. Maybe we'll look into a video on that. But anyway, you can see why people are really, really, really stupid excited about Polkadot and the potential behind this. This has got so much room to grow. We're just, baby stages, infancy, pre-internet kind of thing. This is, you're living in a really this is a great time. Polkadot will make millionaires out of a lot of people. People are going to really cash in on these projects. And hopefully it's you. And hopefully we can help you find that. Until then, cheers everybody.